my name is Mubeenah Mughal, and I'm parent commissioner for a special needs community school. I homeschooled my first till he was in the 4th grade. If I was going to have my kid in school, I wanted to be extra involved, so I joined the governing board the first year that my son went to school, and then from then, a few years later, joined ACSES. I think the EMSB can be a leader in equity and diversity. There is an equity and diversity committee that had been started, and that is definitely in link with special needs community to try to make the classrooms, inclusive everyone. I mean, our classrooms are inclusive, but there's sometimes maybe things that haven't been looked at. So just to make sure that, okay, these are things that have worked in some classrooms because they're happening in our schools, but maybe they're not happening at all of our schools. Education, it's always evolving. Because of COVID, I think an eye-opening experience was that, virtual school actually does really well for some population of students with disabilities. Not every population, but many kids were thriving, so sometimes it takes some kids a lot of energy to come to school, whether they have a physical disability or just anxiety or different other things where it's like half of their energy is being used to manage, their mental space, and then that gives them less space to be learning. We all have different gripes, to be like, why don't we do this, or why doesn't the board do this, or and it's like you can be part of the change, because we do have a great parents committee, yet there are some schools that maybe don't have a governing board, right? And you can join, it's open to anyone. So maybe you haven't thought of running, and we've had parent commissioners that have now gone on to be elected commissioners as well. And even if you are a parent, you can still run to be an elected commissioner. So it's something that I would love to see, more people be involved in. Every student is capable. It's just that some need support on how to reach that same goal.